Hey guys, back here making another video. This here's the longest that I've had without an upload. And probably the longest since I made a video. Like I said, if anybody watched that 50th video that I done, it was the second one that was like an hour, and so it was like an hour and 10 minutes or something. I was basically like, well, I've done 50 consecutive days. Just here a little bit. I've done 50 consecutive days, and that was kind of like my goal. Make sure this ain't too hot. I might have it a little too close to me. Sorry about that. I'm outside here, kind of down the building. I think it's where I shot the last batch of videos as well. We got kerosene heater going, candlelight. Fuck, it's dark. It's like 6 o'clock in the evening, but anyways, I mentioned about how I was gonna I've done my 50 consecutive ones. I'm good, and then after that, I was just gonna kind of let it chill out a little bit. But I kept making videos because I'd have some that was backlogged, and then some that was it was just kind of like catching up and stuff like that, right? And so it's not going to be like an everyday thing. But I am going to definitely, shit, sorry, my back's hurting. I'll explain all that here in a minute. But so that's kind of where we're at. Is there was that, and I just haven't really been feeling too good. Had a lot of roadblocks and stuff like that. And this is more or less like the update video. I actually have about 12 or so different videos and stuff that I want to make. Here's my to-do list as well, and people's phone numbers and shit. But that I want to do, some things I want to talk about. It's kind of been a little bit of a thing where fucking, I'll adjust this a little bit more because it is cold. But excuse me. But where it's kind of been just a little crazy and stuff here recently and stuff. A lot of things have happened and stuff. I just haven't really felt the best. Been having to kind of get back on that grind set, in the sense of last week I got up early almost every day. Had something to do, something kind of going on, then that kind of killed me for the rest of the day, And it wasn't until I think the weekend or something that I was able to catch back up on my sleep and shit. And so I mean that was pretty crazy. I was just tired, and because I know the majority of these videos are just kind of hanging out, and they're just kind of slop videos anyways. But I want to have some type of purpose, and while there has been some updates, most of the updates have came in the past couple of days or so, and as far as anything that's been good or cool and stuff. And I don't know how many I'm gonna make tonight. I may make a few kind of in a row, but or I may just make the one. I don't know. I mean, I've kind of already got the setup. Took the time to get the candle. Bought a new one a little while back for the lighting for these vids and stuff, and then like I say, fired up the kerosene heater. It takes a few minutes for it to cool down, or I don't want to leave it shit anyways, so probably at least do two. I couldn't find my grill lighter. I just have my Zippo, and of course whenever you go to light it down in there, it'll burn your thumb and stuff like that, so found this decorative Bible piece thing, so I ripped a page out of Acts lit it and lit the kerosene heater with it. Kind of funny, but yeah. So kind of what's happened other than just like not getting a lot of sleep and things have just been kind of crazy here recently. Not necessarily like in a good way either. I want to say the last video that I made, because I never watched these back or anything. Oh, and also, do want to mention this here. Last I checked, anyways, I haven't been on there since I uploaded the last video. But ended up, I've got, I think, 8 subscribers now, which is cool. And turn this a little bit. Got 8 subscribers now, and also got my first comment, other than the ones that my wife makes and stuff, which I'm so thankful for those. It's great. But anyways, it's somebody and stuff. I think it was on the. Well, I know it was. Is on where I was talking about like God is the demon or something like that, which was cool. So yeah, I'm kind of thankful for that, and yeah. So I guess there's one thing I want to talk about in particular because it's going to be kind of it's a whole separate topic, so I'm going to leave that out. But really just been making a lot of phone calls, trying to get people lined up to do shit. And again, I think the last video I made was where I was talking about I had that guy, he's finally getting over there to dig the water and sewer line. And he broke his backhoe bucket, like clean around and shit. It's crazy. And so then called this other guy I know. He's the one who hammered some rocks and shit out for me. I'm just going to have him dig it and do the whole motherfucker. Now, which is what I should have damn done whenever I had him the fuck over there. But with the way the health department is, you got to have somebody sign off on it. And it's just been a big fucking headache. And I've made a bunch of missteps and stuff. And then there's been people that's kind of held me back too, because my original schedule was to have this done in April of this year. So I'm like 9 months behind. I haven't even got the first rental set up yet. But that being said, just waiting on him to go out there and properly dig the water and sewer line. And then I've got to get a fire marshal sticker or whatever the fuck it's called put in, and then I can have the electrician go over there and hook that up. And I've got a guy who's supposed to be coming this week sometime whenever it rains, which is supposed to rain Thursday. Today's Tuesday. I'll set this video to upload tomorrow, so it'll be Wednesday. So hopefully he shows up. I mean, that's kind of the whole thing with all this is everybody I've hired to do shit, it's either been slow or flaky. And it's just been like a real big pain, you know, dealing with these people. And can't trust anybody, especially in this small town. I mean, they're all NPCs, and you're expecting them to do something. And everybody does this small town thing. My last name doesn't hold any weight around here. So, you know, I was born and fucking raised, whatever. Now, my mom's last name does, but and people usually start sucking your dick once. I talked about that in another video. Whenever they find out I'm related, like who my mom's family and shit is. But I never throw that out there. Except for there's been a time or two whenever I have like tested this theory and about people treating you differently based on who you're related to. And that does happen. I mean, around here anyways. So I'm not necessarily trying to make a name for myself because that's not it. Sometimes you got to play the bullshit system a little bit though, and I understand that just to be able to get this shit done and tell everybody just to fuck off. So I mean, it is what it is on that. But yeah, just making some phone calls, making progress on tearing down the second trailer, which we're going to end up moving out here, because it's had a extra room / porch built on it, and my wife's made a couple videos about it. But they've both got corrupted and could not be uploaded, which sucks and is crazy. But so I guess kind of have some lost footage from those. Like I said, that sucks, but that's kind of what we've been working on. We just mostly started working on that here recently. I've done some hauls. It's kind of what seems like we're doing. I think this is a pretty good strategy, is wake up and kind of while she's cooking breakfast and stuff, because it's not too far from the house, I can run over there, load shit up, do a haul, and after daughter eats breakfast, then we load up, go work on tearing down some more, me and her together, me and my wife, that is, and of course her daughter's with us, but and I'm pretty happy with today's momentum on that. It's been a little rough trying to get back in the swing of things, because I've got to where I've just been so fucking tired, and I don't have any sleep. That's kind of partially why I'm staying outside here later, because I about as soon as I got done eating supper, I went outside and started working a little bit. It's kind of why my back's a little sore and stuff, I guess, is well, from earlier than today, because I had to load and unload a bunch of wood. Some insulation too, which my nose has been fucking killing me since then. It's pretty crazy, but this video here, I know it's just a candle, but we should give off a little bit better light anyways. So where's that camera actually at? Oh shit, it's up top. Maybe in the next one if I raise the candle up. It'll at least look cooler, I guess, maybe, but I do that for the next video here. But basically, making calls, trying to get people to do what they're supposed to do, and going and working on tearing down that, kind of scheming some and plotting and planning the next big actions and stuff we got to take and do. But that's basically it on that. Just kind of the update, where I've been, and which I know it's probably only been 2 or 3 days since uploading, because I had so many backlogged, you know, but excuse me. I was kind of wondering if I was going to make it to 100, like for daily uploads and stuff like that. But like I said, I know I mentioned it in that 51, where I don't want to be just putting out a video just to put it out, because I wasn't in the right time, or excuse me, wasn't in the right like headspace. I've got a headache now, sorry, but to talk about some real shit, and I wasn't in the right, or there wasn't nothing really happening to talk about, just as far as an update goes. And shit, I'm already sleepy. But anyways, probably going to end this one here, and then I'll talk about another story. At least one more here for sure. That I kind of want to make and stuff. So we'll have at least 2 videos here in succession. But anyways, going to go ahead and end this one, then get this candle set up a little better, and start the next one. So.